This turbo is going to change my 2017 STI forever. As you can tell, we are in a brand new location. We have a lot of things coming to the channel that I want to discuss in this video, but first, let's talk about the fun stuff. The turbo. This is the turbo that's going to take us all the way to 500 wheel horsepower. What you guys are looking at is Precision's 58mm internally wastegated stock location turbo. This thing is huge in both size and power. I want to say the only turbo that rivals this one in terms of size and power would be the Force Performance Black, the Zero, and the Blast Dominator 5.0 XT. I mean, this thing is huge. I don't have huge hands by any means, but there's my hand for size comparison. This thing absolutely dwarfs the stock VF48 that's currently in the STI right now. And if you're wondering why this turbo looks used, that's because it actually is. Quick story, I bought this turbo from a gentleman. Unfortunately, he got into a pretty bad accident with his STI, so he was parting ways with it. He sold it to me along with a Killer B 3-inch hard inlet for the turbo and 8mm phenolic spacers for a whopping $1,200. This turbo retails brand new for $2,022, I believe. So this was an absolute deal. That's ultimately what this channel and what this car is all about. I'm just a normal guy living a normal life. I don't have $2,200 to drop on a new turbo whenever I want. I'm constantly scouring Facebook Marketplace for deals. I want to say most of the parts on my STI I've bought and used with the exception of 3 things: the Grimspeed 3-port boost controller, my third brake light, and my HD Autos lip kit, which even then I didn't pay retail price for. I bought it from a third-party retailer who sold it to me for about $220. The video's up above if you want to check it out. It's a great kit for the money. So yes, this turbo came with a 3-inch turbo inlet that is sitting right here. This is the Killer B 3-inch hard inlet. I just have 2 things in my hand, so it's kind of hard to balance both. But this is the turbo inlet we're going to be installing onto the turbo itself. I have all the fittings at home in a bag so I don't lose them, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick preview of the parts we're going to be installing. And while we were in Los Angeles picking up that turbo, I actually went to pick up my injectors that were getting cleaned and serviced. I had sent these out a week before. These are my ID 1300 injectors. They are currently wrapped in bubble wrap. They are ready to go and to get installed into my STI, because with that bigger turbo, we're also getting ready to upgrade the fuel system on the STI. That's right, we're installing injectors, fuel rails, fuel lines, and flex fuel onto the STI. That's going to really wake up this car. So make sure you subscribe because you won't want to miss out on the content that's going to be coming out. I post new videos every single week and I have a lot of videos already scheduled to come out, but I had to share this very exciting news because this thing is going to be an absolute monster to drive. I want to say last time we took it to the dyno back in December of 2024, this thing made somewhere between 290 and 300 wheel horsepower with some just basic bolt-ons on the car. So this thing is going to hopefully make about 450 to 500 wheel horsepower, which I'm super excited for. This thing is going to be a blast to drive. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why am I in a 10x24 storage unit? Well, to be honest with you guys, this is something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I care a lot about this car. This thing is actually my dream car. I've been wanting an STI since I was 10 or 11 years old. I've owned 2 other Subarus before this, a 2019 WRX that I heavily modified, and then a 2023 WRX that was stock, and now my 2017 STI. I just want to keep this car in a secure location. Not that where I live is not safe, but you never know. So, and the second thing I want to mention that kind of segues into that point is the space. Where I currently live, it's not an issue working on cars or anything like that, but I want to be able to just leave my stuff in a single location at the end of the day when I'm done working on it. If I need to continue on the next day, it's going to be there. I don't have to constantly clean up, especially for those bigger jobs like this turbo and fuel line and all that flex fuel install stuff that are going to be coming up on the channel very soon. It's just going to be very hard and very inconvenient. So I figured I'd just get the storage unit just for 1 month to try it out. Luckily, I found a place that was kind of relaxed on the rules. They even have a power washing station right outside to wash your car if you want to, which is nice. It's a family-owned business. I think it's going to be a very good place to do installs, and let me know your thoughts down below. I want to take you guys along for the ride with me and this STI behind me. One day, this thing is going to be an absolute monster, and I want to take you guys along for that journey. It's going to be filled with good and bad moments, I'm sure. So make sure you subscribe so you guys watch me gap those Corvettes and B58s. But in all seriousness, I really appreciate the support we've been getting on the channel. We've earned a lot of new subscribers, which I'm very thankful for. Thank you so much, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.